Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Cycle on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Anthony Momodu. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365. The Hashtag End Bad Governance Protest Organizing Committee has demanded the dismissal of the Inspector General of Police Kayode Egbetukun in response to the killing of protesters. This demand was made during a candlelight symposium held in honor of the victims at the Rights House in Ikeja, Lagos State. Recall that the committee, based at the Gani Fawehinmi Freedom Park in Ojota, Lagos, had declared 3 days of mourning for those killed nationwide during the ongoing protests. The Executive Secretary of the Tertiary Education Trust Fund, Architect Sonny Ochono, has stressed the importance of creating visibility for the fund due to its various interventions in tertiary institutions in the country. Ochono, who stated this during a courtesy visit by management and staff of Global Television, led by its managing director and chief executive officer, Dr. Ibrahim Biu, said the television station has the capacity to provide the needed visibility for the fund. Edikan Michael has the rest of the story.
Receiving the management staff, the Executive Secretary, Architect Sonny Ochono, lauded the effort made by Global Television.
I also want to express, on behalf of the government, appreciation for your coverage of our programs, various facets of government's responsibilities. And I want to congratulate you that within 1 year you've been able to extend your network and your coverage and your content in particular.
He made case about the importance of proper dissemination of information to the public and for stakeholders to appreciate the value of the agency in the educational sector.
The general expression is that TETFund is doing a whole lot, but not too many people even know about these until they visit our beneficiary institutions and they see logos all over the campus and so on. So I have a feeling that we needed to do more to present the achievements, the contributions of this administration to the Nigerian people.
The Managing Director of Global Television, Dr. Ibrahim Biu, while speaking on behalf of management, stressed on the commitment of Global Television to promote the activities and programs of Tertiary Education Trust Fund.
And I'm sure your organization both parties will benefit from the cooperation. As we're going to work closely to highlight and educate Nigerians on some of the activities you are carrying on in this country. We will work closely with you to make sure that some of your projects all over the Federation is effectively covered by Global Television.
The strategic partnership aims to harness the power of television broadcasting to drive meaningful on-the-ground solutions that resonate with Tertiary Education Trust Fund. Edikan Michael, Global TV News.
President Bola Tinubu has held a meeting with the Chief Executive Officer of Innocent Motors, Innocent Chikuma, following Innocent's disclosure that the compressed natural gas vehicles will soon flood Nigerian markets. The president called for the conversion of all government petrol and diesel-powered vehicles and generators to CNG. Speaking on the State of the Nation, the Innocent Motors CEO also urged citizens to be patient with the present administration, saying that the federal government is committed to improving the nation's future. 6 senior special assistants to the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on community engagement have been designated to directly engage with citizenry as part of effort to effectively communicate the programs and policy initiatives of the federal government. Head of Media Presidential Committee Engagement Office, Shehu Ajayi, said the development followed the president's recent national broadcast and subsequent clamor for the administration to engage with the members of the public through its appointees on policies, projects, and programs. Ajayi also stated that the office has introduced Citizens Assembly, a nationwide program designed to ensure that the voices of the people are heard and considered in national decision-making processes. No fewer than 30 people were reportedly killed in Ayati village in Ukum local government area of Benue State. Sources told journalists today that local bandits and suspected armed headers unleashed terror on the village. Ayati village is gradually becoming a slaughter slab in Ukum local government area. Recall that the violent protests that led to the destruction of personal and government properties in the council a few weeks ago was as a result of the killing of 11 people in the Ayati community. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo says the country will not progress towards achieving its goals unless both leaders and citizens embrace what he termed moral rearmament. Obasanjo made these remarks when he received 6 members of the House of Representatives who are co-sponsors of bills proposing a single 6-year term, rotation of the presidency between the North and South, and rotation of a governorship. He also warned that Nigeria is sitting on a keg of gunpowder that could explode if the nation fails to take courageous and decisive steps to address its numerous challenges. Obasanjo described Nigeria as a nation that takes 2 steps forward and 1 step aside and 4 steps backwards. He deemed the demands of the #EndBadGovernance protesters as very legitimate, stating that the government should heed the people's grievances and cease pretending that all is well. Governor Abdullahi Sule of Nasarawa State says the recent hunger protest in the north is a wake-up call for governors in the region. He said that majority of protesters in Nasarawa were Almajiris who did not even know the meaning of the protest, noting that the governors must address the issue of out-of-school children to get it right. The Nigerian military says it's eliminated in 1 week 108 terrorists and rescued 214 kidnapped hostages across the country. The Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Edward Buba, made this known in a statement in Abuja. Buba said troops also apprehended 204 suspected terrorists and other criminal elements and recovered 66 assaulted weapons and 4,087 assaulted ammunition, comprising of 1 Doshku, 1 MG, 2 GPMGs, 1 RPG launcher, 1 RPG bomb, 1 AK-56 rifle, and 37 AK-47 rifles. He added that the troops also recovered 4 MRAPs, 2 GTs, 3 fabricated rifles, 6 Dane guns, and 3 locally made pistols, 6 magazines, 1 band doiler, and 2 HH radios. A heavy downpour-induced flood has cut off a significant part of Kano-Maiduguri Expressway at the Malori-Gushikuri, a community in Katungum local government area of Bauchi State. The development rendered the road impassable, forcing motorists to use alternative routes to their destinations. Speaking at the scene, Bauchi State Governor Bala Mohammed emphasized the importance of the road, which serves as a critical link between the northwest and northeast part of Nigeria. He appealed to the federal government to urgently intervene and repair the damaged part of the highway to ease transportation of goods and services for the overall benefit of the citizens. The national chairman of the African Democratic Congress, ADC, Ralph Nwosu, has urged President Bola Tinubu to listen to protesting Nigerians and immediately address the economic hardship being experienced in the country. Nwosu said the economic policies of Tinubu, led by the federal government, were suffocating Nigerians, calling on him to be proactive in his approach to tackle the challenge. He said if the money the federal government spent on trying to stop the protest and palliatives were channeled properly, it would have gone a long way in addressing hunger in the country. The Nigerian Navy has announced that its forward operating base in Bonny successfully rescued 59 individuals from a dredging vessel which was operating at the Okpobo field near the Okpobo River. This was disclosed in a statement issued by the Director of Naval Information, Commodore Awuyo Adams Aliyu. Adams Aliyu reported that the Navy lost an officer, Lieutenant Commandant Gideon Gwaza, during the operation, noting that the area is known for its turbulent conditions at this time of the year. He explained that the dredging vessel contracted to Sterling Global Oil Link Limited was at risk of a sinking near the entrance of the Okpobo River. You're watching News Cycle coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on DSTV channel 365 and StarTimes channel 276. Kindly follow us on all social media platforms using @GlobalTVNG and other handles now showing on your screen. When News Cycle returns, Governor Seyi Makinde says states did not receive 570 billion naira from federal government. Do stay with us. Welcome back from the break. This is Global Television, bringing you live broadcasts of the News Cycle. Thank you for staying with us. In business, Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State says states did not receive 570 billion naira from the federal government. While addressing Nigerians in the broadcast during the #EndBadGovernance nationwide protest against hunger and hardship, President Bola Tinubu had said his administration had disbursed 570 billion naira to 36 states. However, Governor Makinde, in a newsletter personally signed by him and shared on his X handle, noted that the state was not aware of such grants. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited has demanded a refund of 4.71 trillion naira from the federal government to settle outstanding debt used to import premium Montu spirit, popularly called petrol, into the country. The claim was listed as exchange rate differential on PMS and other joint venture taxes on petrol products imported by the company between August 2023 to June 2024. This was disclosed by the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wole Edun, at the June meeting of the Federation Accounts Allocation Committee. Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, says the federal government will pay Julius Berger Construction Company 20 billion naira monthly to complete the 82-kilometer section it is handling on the Abuja-Kano highway for the next 14 months. The minister, during a meeting with the company to review all road contracts it is undertaking, lamented the shortage of funds to complete all major roads it inherited. In a statement by his media, Oji Uchenna Oji, the minister stated that the roads included Abuja-Kaduna, Zaria-Kano, Phase 2 of Lagos-Ibadan Expressway and the second Niger Bridge, Third Mainland Bridge, the Edo Bridge and the Kata Bridge. And moving to the foreign scene, former president of the Confederation of African Football, CAF, Issa Hayatou, has passed on. He died at the age of 77. Reports say the football administrator, who was a key figure in African football for decades, died in Paris. His death comes just a day before his 78th birthday, having been born August 9, 1946, in Garoua, Cameroon. Hayatou served as CAF's president for an unprecedented 29 years between 1988 and 2017 and was instrumental in getting Africa's slot at the FIFA World Cup increased from 2 to 5. The Sudanese government has accused the international community of watching while the Rapid Support Forces continue causing havoc on the civilian population in the country. Sudan's Minister of Finance and Economic Planning, Dr. Gabriel Ibrahim Mohamed, disclosed this while speaking with newsmen in Abuja. Sudan's brutal war began in April 2023, which pits the Sudanese army forces against the Rapid Support Forces, a paramilitary group. Over 10 million people are currently displaced in Sudan, most in areas facing looming famine and worsening humanitarian conditions as fighting spreads. In sport, Rafiatou Lawal, a Paris, could only muster 5th place position in the women's 59-kilogram event of the weightlifting competition at the 2024 Olympic Games. Lawal lifted an average of 100 in the snatch and 130 in the clean and jerk for a total of 230. Her performance placed her way away from any medal positioning, with China's Liu Shifan winning the event's gold medal. Liu, who set a new Olympic record with her performance, had a snatch result of 107 and clean and jerk of 134 for a total of 241. Nigeria's Tobi Amosun, the 2022 world champion and world record holder in the women's 100 meters hurdle, has failed to reach the final of the women's 100 meters hurdles event at the Paris 2024 Olympics today. The 27-year-old, who was filled out in the 6th lane, finished in the 3rd position with a time of 12.55 seconds in the heat 1 of the event on Friday. However, Amosun's chance was marred by the subsequent qualification of Jamaica's Akara Nugget, who finished at 12.44 seconds, and France's Serena Samba Malaila, who finished at 12.52 seconds in the heat 3. On Wednesday, Amosun led the pack of 8 athletes with 12.49 seconds, followed by America's Alicia Johnson with 12.61 seconds and Jamaica's Janet Brown with 12.84 seconds. That's it on News Cycle, and it came to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We are on DSTV, channel 365, and Star Times, channel 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms using Global TV NG and other handles now showing on your screen. I am Anthony Momodu. Thank you for watching.